Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you. I spend my time in this place. I got some good stuff again for you. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right Thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Excuse me. Right Thinkers way of life, through mental and spiritual discipline daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. Right Thinkers, my mission, and that's what I'm on, is that all right thinkers know thyself. That's why I go through all the stuff I do to make sure I give it to you. So if you as a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. Tune in, get your lessons, implement them, and the end goal, know thyself. Let's go. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know that self, and you know the deal. Always to my yacht, be true. We're going to talk about the bumper car explanation for breaking down the matrix. Yeah, the ancients knew about the matrix. How about that? We just talked about the top part about Nat. She represents the matrix. Why? She weaves the matrix around. And let's break that down for you. I got a nice little lesson for that. When I learned it, what was that? Yeah, I got you. When I learned it, I got to get this lesson, but I had to go over it and over it and over it again before I can break it down and really get it. I can explain it where you can understand it. So here we go. I've been waiting for this. Let's do what I call the bumper car explanation for the matrix. When you go to the carnival, we all grew up. I grew up in Jersey, so we had Wild World, Atlantic City. So we go to the carnival, and everybody, matter of fact, I had Coney Island. So we would go there, and everybody wanted to ride what? The bumper cars. And in the bumper cars, what you saw the mesh. You saw, okay, when you go to the carnival, if you go on the bumper cars, and everybody wanted to do that, but you saw that metallic mesh on the floor, and then you saw that pole sticking up out the car, right? And it was touching what? The mesh on the ceiling, above the ceiling. And the mesh above the ceiling was electricity running through it. You see where I'm going with this? And that allowed what? The cars to run. The cars didn't have no battery, no. They just run electricity. As long as it's touching that mesh, it's good. The mesh is like the spirit of God. And everything that's in that matrix, under that mesh, has the spirit in it of God. Get the concept? Electricity, God, spirit. When I kept reading, I said, I got to try to put this together. And I got it. I think I do. Hope I do. But anyway, what's this? Anywhere on that mesh that the pole touch, you can have electricity, electrical connection. As long as you within the matrix, as long as you in that mesh, the car will run. They break down for other reasons, but the electricity that's going will always be there to give it juice. If you go off grid, you go outside the matrix, you have no spirit. That's the ego. You're going in the ego zone now. Why? You're going away from God. You get the concept? I've been waiting to get that out. All right, but that's like, again, that is like a matrix. There we go. Your consciousness operates through the body, which is the bumper car, and through your nervous system, that's electricity. In this example, right there, your body is like the bumper car. I've been waiting for this. bumping against other people in the physical world, the lowest level on the spectrum of life. The human physical body is the lowest. The man fall from grace is we fall from the casual to the do-what, to the pet, to the top. That's the physical world. Now the idea is we fall from spirit down to matter. As matter, we got to raise back up to spirit to go back whence we come. They can break it down. When you got truth, you can slice and dice it any way of service you want. So that's what I'm trying to understand, get you to understand. I got truth. I can give it to you, serve it to you any way you want. Trust me. So that's the concept I'm using today, the bumper cars. And watch this. And there, you can nervous system, the body, bumper car, and other. And watch this. And there are other desires and feelings, etc. That means you have your own views and concept. But it is enlivened by what? Your soul. Hello. Well, you said spirit and soul. Spirit is the body. The soul is the car. Touchdown. I'll give you that lesson too. Okay. So yeah, they're not the same thing. Moving on. Okay. It's enlivened with your spirit, your soul. Now the reason that you can travel, watch this, from here to go say to what, New York or to Paris or even Africa, or even the moon, or any other planet, and continue to exist. How? Because of your life. Your life is because you are continually what? Existed within the matrix. We're in God's world, conceptually. That's what they try to tell you. The matrix of the spirit. Again, everything has God's spirit in it. So your body is not alive. Why? Because you eat food and that what seemingly sustains you. It is alive. You ready? The reason why the body is alive, this physical body is alive and exists because it's within the matrix of creation. God lives in his creation, his house. This is his house. His physical body is his house. He lives within you. The temple not built with human hands is the temple between the ears. If it were to leave the matrix, I told you, if you were to leave the concept right there, watch this, it could not remain alive. Why? Because your soul, your spirit would not be there where the body was sustaining it. And watch this, being there is to be conscious of whatever the body senses, which when you see fire, that's the senses. They tell you 5 is smelling, seeing, hearing, touching, and tasting. That's how you send this information to the brain from the physical body. But the brain don't send it back to the body when it's doing its own thing as far as thinking, calculating, and becoming conscious and taking download information other than the physical body that they get from that. Okay, it works on its own premise. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just did lesson 90-10. Okay, but your body senses were perceiving, which would be nothing, since what? It could not be outside of the spirit, and outside of spirit there was what? Nothing. You are like that bumper car in the world. When you come into the physical, you like the bumper car. You're in the spirit. Watch this. And you are bumping yourself between what? Other people and objects, which all exist within the same matrix. Okay? But the fullness of spirit. And so whenever you go, wherever you go, what happens? There you are. And what happened? Your soul is everywhere. But not because you're carrying your soul around with you. Au contraire, mon frère. What's this? Your mind, whenever you go, your soul is everywhere. Not because you are carrying it around with you. No. Mind you, do you follow the difference? Understand what I'm about to say? Do you understand the difference? Do you know that you are not carrying your soul around with you in your body? The soul and the spirit is everywhere, like the electricity. Again, that's what it's all trying to get that concept, like that mesh. And the universe is the mesh covered. So wherever you go in this physical universe, wherever your body goes, that is where what? There is the spirit, which is what? Everywhere anyway. you can perceive through the mind and the senses of the body. Again, if you are dependent on your body, watch this, to perceive with, it only can do 5 things. If you go into outer space, watch this, you carrying your body with you, not so you can exist out there, but so that you can what? Go into outer space, and you can perceive, you can perceive with your body senses. Again, the existence of your body is predicated upon certain physical laws. There we go. And the first one being that it must be what? Sustained or enlavered with what? Soul. And since soul or spirit is everywhere, you can go again everywhere and still be covered. But your body cannot go everywhere. Ding, 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 ding. Stop right there. We knew that the body cannot go everywhere. And what they said, the body gonna stay here on earth. The spirit got wings. That's why they got the bird. Spirit signified by the bird. Why? It's going to fly away. It can ascend. The physical body cannot leave earth. So to tell me somebody sitting up in heaven, the right hand of the Father, ain't working for me. Moving on. Just want to keep getting that point across. I can't, that don't work for me. All right, here we go. But your body cannot go everywhere. Why? Your body needs sunlight. Your body needs green food to eat. But as long as you have those sustaining items for the physical body, you can go anywhere, and that is what in the matrix, aka creation, which weaved by the divinities of creation that sustains it. However, there we go. However, what if you were to discover a higher body that does not need physical food to survive? That's the nervous system, the astral body. Watch this. What if you could stop living a pathetic and empty life like a historical child? Watch this. Intent on what? Crashing into others like the bumper car concept, or before they crash into you. Having fun by knocking your car, your body into others, sounding football, okay? Or being what? Fearful that they will crash into you. Those ones that want to play football, non-contact, basketball. What if you could extract what? Yourself from what? The endless and the mindless bumping in this world. Banging your head against the brick wall, never being able to find what? Or hold on to the objects that you desire. There you go, right there. Or to be free from what? Dullness, nonsense of human culture, aka ignorance, by competing against others. Another problem the ego has is always competing with somebody else. Fighting what? For the resources, engaging in conflict, hurting others as well as what? Themselves. The ego, I tell you, the hieroglyph for the ego is a man with a hatchet to his head. That means the ego is self-destructive. Or ignorant people of themselves are self-destructive. They fall victim to drugs, easily addicted to anything, what? To fight, to go against reality. Why? They trying to escape from reality. All they want to do is satisfy themselves. So they end up with nothing. All they want to do, beg, plead, and ask for things. Those are the guys who didn't do what they need to do. If you're a bum, if you're out on Skid Row, look inside first. Before you look outside, look inside. See what you had to do with that. Moving on. Because I've been down and out before. So pick yourself up. It ain't easy, but it's possible. Come on now. So moving on. Let's go. With knowledge of self, it'll help you from doing that, first of all. But watch this. You fight for resources. You engage in conflicts, hurting others as well as yourself through what? Petty jealousies, greed, selfishness, and the disappointments and the frustrations with your own life. If you're disappointed with your life, who you gonna blame? The devil? No. Moi. Actually, you do have such a body. What? The astral body told you. And what happened? It can leave what? It can live on a subtler form of sustenance, which is what? And we'll discuss more about such things in the upcoming lessons. But right now, I'm going to switch over and show you something right quick. Yeah, I got a few minutes. All right. Don't take too long with this. You said, what the hell is that? What it is that's Capri laying down in the noon with the scarab head right there, ready for the sunrise to create the next day. Okay, coming forth. But you see at his feet, they show you there's three things down there representing body parts. So let's talk about that right quick. So I'll break it down for you. Give you a quick briefing. Can't take it in depth because I got other stuff to do, but I'm just going to skim across it to get you understanding, and then you can do your due diligence. If you want to follow your education, the knowledge, you can Google the book, do your own work. I'll be here for a while. Understand it? Okay, let's talk about it. At the center, the picture underneath the noon is Capri, and the fact is called Capri Asha Hara. Capri is laying on his back, and what he's doing, he is actually laying in the primeval ocean, aka the noon, and on his feet, lying there are three symbols of body parts. So it's saying from the one, he became three. I told you that. Why? Shu, air, tough, new, moisture. That was the creation from what? Elements. And from there, everything came in pairs. That's the concept. And watch this. And those three touch the head of the cosmic serpent. Why? Watch this. The cosmic serpent. You got the serpent that what? That is in the primeval waters. Now, Apophis is running the noon. That's him. He's the opposite to Ra, mortal enemies. But this is the concept, and they both stay in the noon. Watch this. They both came out of there. In the name of the serpent, they call him Asher Hara. That's not Apophis. Okay, understand that first of all. And it's a serpent with 5 heads, giving you the 5 senses of the human. So that's how I'm telling you the human manifold, which is 5 in senses. When you see 5, they're talking about the human body. Okay? And it says, or a many-faced one. He, Ashura Hara, had 5 heads. But these heads represent Ashura, or what they call the manifold, in other words, multiplicity. But it's also talking about the physical body again. But the next level down, the moving down, and I had that little bar there. It's not but signs and symbols. That's called Anu, the first time, the first place. That's going to talk about my boys, the pyramidion. I got that coming up for you too. Top of the pyramid. Okay, so that's the idea. And next level down below is Anu, and in the Ben stone. What the hell is the Ben stone? Right here. I'll get to that in a minute. All right. But the Indians, or the Ben right here, the Bendu, they call it the Bendu, but the Ben stone is the original place, the stone which is at the top of the Teknu or the obelisk. The obelisk is an important Kemetic artifact. Why? Because that figures prominently in the tree of life, the iconograph, and the spiritual mysteries. In Hinduism, they call images such as this yantras, again, something to meditate on. These special geometric patterns that lead you to what? A deeper understanding of the mysteries of creation within your own mind. That's what the meditation is for. But you can advance out of the norm and go to the travel any way you want in your mind. And if you have studied the book of African religion, I got that one taught from there, and the Anuian theology, mysteries of Ra, got that one too. And you would have been you would understand a particular symbol of the god Ra, which is what? The dot in the circle. I put that down for you. It ain't just a symbol for Ra, it's a symbol for that tick that nourishes the birth, the Madonna. That's what they were showing you. Okay, so that dot right there, you come back and look at the nipple. See it right there? See the 3 legs down the bottom? Those are all symbols for things happening in the time and space physical world. So right here, we just did the show for Ra. Ra is the circle with the dot in the center. The dot at the center of the symbol of Ra is what? Is the same point, there you go, at the top of the Ben stone. Right here. From this, I just showed you the 3 legs. You got the leg, then you got the ab, the leg, the ab, and then the obelisk. the bin. In the Kemetic philosophy, you can see, watch this, the point at the top of the bin stone, similarity to the concept that arose later on in India, watch this, they call it the Bindu. In the Hindu myth philosophy, actually, you can see the ancient Egyptian bin point, the black dot where in Hindu yantra called Sari yantra. You just got the dot and you just focus on that and they do their thing. Again, let's talk about the bin, what they call the capstone or the obelisk, which is the top part of the pyramids. Okay. Got some more information on that for you, but this is it at the top. And you see the pyramid right there? You got 4 corners coming to one point. North, east, south, and west meeting at the highest point. Okay, that's what the pyramid represents. And they said the pyramid, you can judge the distance from the earth to the sun and all the other good stuff by the dimensions of the pyramid. So they knew a whole lot more than we ever thought they did. So they were a lot smarter than us. I can vouch for that. I'm doing my thing with their knowledge. And right here, okay, excuse me. That little space there, that's the bar I tell you about, the Anu. See that? It's all pretty much just signs and symbols. But to me, the first time when we were just using signs and symbols. Got that book too. Okay. Now, Anu means, the bin capstone or top of the obelisk. Anu means the first place. Okay. The original city, the original spot. When you make a circle, the only way you can make a circle, he made that compass. You need a compass. The compass, one end, put it in the dot, other end, put the pencil in and circle scribe to make a complete circle. That's why it represents God. No beginning, no end. Once the lines connect, you don't know where to begin and where to end. And because the dot is in the middle, he's always balanced in all corners. That's the concept. See where we're going with this? They have good understanding of what vision and concept and aspects, how to live and what you should do and why you should do it. That's the best part. If you tell me to do something, you give me rhyme and reason, purpose and understanding, I ain't got no problem with that. But to tell me to do something that I may make us do, I don't know, then we got a problem. But other than that, I ain't got no problem. If I follow orders, I'm going to follow rules like everybody else. I'll fall in line, I'll acquiesce like everybody else. I won't be the problem guy. In my journey through prison, every stop we went to, they tell you, stay behind the line. Don't do this, don't do that. And at every spot, somebody did just what they told them not to do. And every one of them got their butt handed to them. Don't be that guy. Why? If you was, you know why now. But you didn't before, now you know. Again, enlightenment can happen 2 ways. You can take somebody's advice, or you can find out for yourself. Taking advice is the easy way. Find out for yourself is the hard way. A lot of us like the hard way. I was one of them. So I understand. Trust me. Moving on. Oh man, let me get this out the way. All right, let me wrap this up. I can't even get my other lesson in. All right, let me finish up with this the Anu bin right quick. There we go. So and from this point, all the creation comes forth. They said the Big Bang out of one dot. And guess what? When it's all said and done, it's gonna sweep back in. God's going to wake up. He's dreaming right now. He's asleep, so we okay. Like the giant, when he wake up, all hell gonna break loose. So that's one of the concepts. Moving on, but that's the idea. And from that one point, creation came forth. Just like, the Big Bang Theory for the modern scientists, okay? From the one single point, all matter comes. All the universe comes into being. Ain't that something? It expands out of there. And the Kemetic tradition, being the oldest, brings forth the teachings for the first time in human history. So all that you're hearing about, I can't man to stop that. I'm not in competition. Just understand. Stop lying. Again, if you falsify information, you're lying. If you're not giving all the information, again, you're lying. So stop making yourself bigger than who you are to people to follow you because they think you're something. Don't have to do that. If you're doing the right thing, they'll follow. Trust me. From this bin point, referred to the top section of the obelisk, the golden point at the top of the obelisk, you got the wavy line that represents the noon, the cup represents the veil of the heart, and you got the technique for the obelisk symbol. That is the top center of the Anuian theurgy, cosmic auto lithograph. Everything comes into being where into the physical plane The mind, watch this, the physical plane, and mind you, note that when we are speaking of the bin, we are referring to the pyramidum, small pyramids, okay, that fitted at the what? Top of the obelisk and pyramids, but more specifically to the very top of the pyramidum, the top right here, the uppermost point where what? The four corners come into one. The pyramidum meet at one place where the four corners, which represent what? The four cardinal directions and time and space, reality come into existence when Ra made the first solid place out of the primeval ocean, but it also where they dissolve at the end of creation cycle. Again, they got a plan. Y'all call it the apocalypse. No, that ain't even close. So therefore, the bin symbolizes what? Transition, discovery to what? The pathway of the what? Dissolution. That person would be able to dissolve the creation and discover what? Transcendental nature of his being. Knowing thyself. Make it real simple for you. I ain't making a whole bunch of words now. Why? I can make it real simple. Okay. This is the object of the Anoian tree of life. Mysteries. And it is mystical philosophical teachings. Again, philosophical teachings. Mystical concepts. But this pathway is not just about philosophy. No, no, no. It is also about the meditative experience that every individual can have for him or herself. And I don't have to give you a whole bunch of hoorah about God. You will know that part. I'm just giving you information, instruction, how to make that happen for yourself. That's my job. Okay? And for every meditative experience, an intuitional discovery of what? Of the God and goddesses where? Within yourself. That I'll drop the pin on because that's my lesson. Hope you got the concept. I'm going to break down the pyramid for you. But right now, I got to go. But in closing, right thinkers, may you all need to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you passed away. I got another lesson coming for you. I'll break the pyramids down for you. I'll be back.